Aurella the Witch. Written by Anni Sezate. Narrated by Renee Dorian. Chapter 1. How It All Began.
Hey, look, it's Ella the Ugly,
Gia laughed. Please just leave me alone, Aurella cried. She shoved her way through a crowd of eager 12-year-olds trying to squeeze through the same door at the same time. Having just been dismissed from class, everyone was impatient for escape. But Aurella, more so than most. If only she could fly, she might be able to beat through the crowd. She imagined being a bird and zipping through the window unnoticed and up through the trees to freedom. She could even find pine cones and acorns to drop on that stupid Gia's head. Finally, Aurella slipped out between a couple of older kids from another class and took a deep breath. The smell of lush pine trees and dirt engulfed her as a gust of fresh forest air whipped her hair around her face. A classmate shoved past Aurella, but she was already in her happy place, and she set off for home smiling. If Aurella had been paying attention to her surroundings, she'd have realized that she was being followed. But she was too busy imagining what birds talk about when they're chirping back and forth. Maybe they say things like, "Hey, nice branch. Love what you've done with the place." Or maybe, "Man, let go of my worm." Or maybe there were some that looked down on her thinking, I think my nest could use a few red hairs. Having made it only a few steps from the sad 3-room log cabin, the sound of giggling and running feet yanked Aurella from her daydreams. 3 girls pushed past, and Sasha, the nastiest one of all, stuck out her tongue.
I heard that if you sing in front of a witch, she'll trip and die.
I'm not a witch, Aurella stammered. Why does everyone keep saying that? The 3 girls all spoke over each other.
Trip and die? Excellent, right? Let's try it. I have the perfect song.
Aurella tried to push her way past them, but the 3 girls shoved her back and started chanting.
Aurella does smell la. She is a witchy fella. Stupid witch, why didn't you trip and die?
Ivy complained. Leave me alone. Aurella's eyes darted every which way, hoping Mavic would show up and save her again. But he didn't. Aurella sighed. Just go away.
Oh, I'm so scared,
Sasha laughed. I'm serious. Oh, she's serious, guys. We'd better go, Leah said. They all burst out laughing. If you don't leave me alone,
You'll what?
Sasha challenged.
Call for your guard dog, that crazy orphan?
Don't talk about him like that. The 3 just laughed and continued to shout insults. If you don't stop, I'll cast a spell on you. Aurella held her hands up and started muttering in gibberish. The 3 girls ran away screaming. Leah tripped over her own feet and started crying. Sasha grabbed her hand and yanked her along. Shaking with anger and embarrassment, Aurella sprinted straight to the forest behind the school to the only hiding place she knew. After running through the trees for a while, she found her secret pond and sat down with a sigh. The crystal-clear water sparkled in the sunshine, and little forest creatures chattered from the bushes. She took off her shoes and dipped her feet in the pond. She closed her eyes and tilted her head back, humming her own melody that quietly echoed through the forest. Her hair rippled gently in the breeze. She exhaled. It felt as though she'd been carrying a great heavy load and just set it down for a moment of relief. Aurella was a witch. At least, that's what everyone in town said. It was just empty name-calling. No one really believed in magic anymore. But sometimes, Aurella wondered if they were right. Unexplainable things were always happening around her. Belongings went missing, people saw and heard strange things, and they often found themselves places without remembering how they got there. She also had this odd habit of muttering to herself, which apparently made it look like she was casting a spell. Sasha especially claimed to have been a victim of her witchcraft. One time, she'd been picking on a younger girl, and Aurella told Sasha to hold her tongue. Sasha obeyed. Literally. She was unable to unclamp her fingers from her tongue until class was over, which was unfortunate because by the end of class, her desk was covered in a puddle of drool that had dripped down her arm. Aurella was sure she had imagined it, but the next day Sasha seemed oddly unwilling to open her mouth.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.